welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? My name is Lisa. Definitely make sure you subscribe. I'm really sorry about this lighting. It's not my best work, but it's super gloomy outside. It's getting dark and I just really wanted to film this video. I've been dying of period cramps all day and I've had no energy, but I really just wanted to film this. And my ring light is at my office, so all I have is this huge lamp that we usually have in the living room, but it's super bright. Like, I'm kind of dying. I hope it don't look too oily, but for today I am doing a girl talk video. I haven't done one in a while, so I thought, why not do one? I think I picked out like 11 questions or something, so I'm just gonna go through them, answer them. I'm probably gonna talk a lot, but that's what this video is about. And yeah, if you want to participate in the next girl talk and you want to ask me something, then just keep up with my Instagram, because whenever I film a new one, I will put a question thingy on my story and you can like send in questions and topics. I've kept all of the questions anonymous because I just don't want to risk putting someone out there when they didn't want to. I've had that happen before, so I just keep them anonymous. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first question I got is how to become independent, and this is definitely something that I didn't necessarily struggle with growing up, but it's something that I find really important. And since I grew up with a single mom, you know, who was always at home and pretty much doing everything for me and my siblings, it was a little harder to become independent because everything was being done for me. But I feel like the most important thing that helped with making me more independent is when I became financially like independent and stable. Not even necessarily stable, because even when I was like a student and making like literally no money, I was still financially independent. Like, I paid for everything myself. But yeah, becoming financially independent will definitely kind of kickstart your independency. And some other things that you might not be doing right now, but that will definitely make you feel more independent, is like making your own appointments. Like, it took forever for me to start doing this because I used to just be like, Mom, can you make me a doctor's appointment? Like, can you just call in tomorrow morning and make me an appointment? And yeah, I didn't realize how like childish that kind of is. Like, when you're at a certain age, you should be able to do that yourself. And I know a lot of my like friends and just people that I know still ask their moms like make them a doctor's appointment or like a dentist appointment. And you know, starting to do those things yourself is definitely going to make you feel more independent. And then obviously, maybe if you go out and like travel alone or with like a friend, but just not with like your parents or something, you're also going to feel more independent. Those are just little things you can do, but it honestly naturally kind of happens as you get older. I don't know how old this person is that asked me this, but as you grow older, you're naturally going to become more independent, and you also just kind of need to allow yourself to become more independent. As for right now, I still live at home. Like, my mom does my groceries, she washes my clothes and stuff, but yeah, to me that's not too much of a big deal. Like, I could do those things myself, but it's just easier if she does it. I have feelings for my guy best friend, but he has a girlfriend. So basically this girl was just asking me, what should I do? You shouldn't do anything. I personally feel like if a guy is in a relationship or a girl's in a relationship, doesn't matter, don't mess with it. Like, I just think that's really ignorant and it's selfish, because you wouldn't like that either if you're in a relationship with someone and then this other person tries to intervene and break you guys up and confesses their feelings to your significant other. So there's really nothing you can do, and it sucks because obviously you have feelings, but I would say just keep them to yourself. Don't express them to him, because it might actually ruin your friendship. And if he ends up being single, then, you know, go ahead and go for it. But while he's in a relationship, I don't think it's your place to try and get in between that, because it's just not fair to the girl that he's in a relationship with. So that's what I would do though. My friends smoke and I don't, so I feel left out. This girl basically asked me like, how did I get into smoking? Because I do smoke cigarettes, which I'm not proud of, and I don't recommend anyone to do because it's super unhealthy. You will notice your lungs are gonna like literally scream for help. Yes, not something I'm proud of, and I'm trying to quit all the time. But if your friend's smoking, you don't, please do not get into it, because you're going to regret it in the long run. It might look cool and fun because you see your friends doing it, but honestly, be proud that you're not a smoker, because your lungs will thank you for it. How to get over someone when you have to see them often. This is really hard because I went through this when I was in high school and part of my college experience. I went to school with this guy that I had a huge crush on since I was like 14, 15, and we basically went to school together for like 4 years, I think. In total, so high school through college. 4 years, and I was not able to get over him because I kept seeing him every day. Sometimes I'd get over him for a little bit and then I'd see him again and be like, fuck, you know what, he's so cute. So it's really, really hard, but the only thing you can do is try and focus on other people. Focus maybe on meeting other people. Like, I wouldn't say meet someone to try and get over this person, but just be open to meeting new people, because even if you're not doing it intentionally, a lot of times you will meet someone that makes you forget the other person, because you realize, oh, this person is so much cuter and they actually like me, and you know, they want to be with me. So they could definitely in some way help you get over the guy, but not in a way of like, oh, I'm just using you to get over him and then I'm gonna move on, you know what I mean? Yeah, just be open to meeting other people and be open to like dating around a little to kind of get your mind off of it. And you'll probably meet someone else that's gonna sweep you off your feet and you'll forget about that guy or girl. I don't know who it is. So the next two questions kind of go together. The first one is best way to save money, and the other one was how to secure the bag at a young age. It's just really important to know how you're spending your money, what you're spending it on, and also spending it smartly. So even if you're not making a lot of money, having a budget and kind of knowing what you spend it on will make it a lot easier to save money, but also just to kind of have a good income. It doesn't have to be a lot, but just like kind of having a clear view of your income and like being able to kind of get through the month, if that makes sense. I would say the best way to save money would be to have 2 separate savings accounts and kind of have like a purpose for both of them. So for me, I have one savings account that kind of goes to like stuff that I want to buy in the future, like a car, a house, if I need like a new camera or a new laptop, like big purchases. But I will be able to like kind of take money from there and put it back on there if I want to. And then I have another savings account which I mainly use for like taxes and stuff when I have to pay taxes, but you can use this for anything that you're trying to just like save money for but you don't want to touch. So knowing that you cannot touch that savings account is really going to help, because like you literally will not touch it. At least I don't. Like the other savings account for like a car and a house and stuff, sometimes I have to touch. Like recently I had to buy a new camera, so like I take money from that savings account, but I would never take money from the savings account for my taxes and other like stuff that you know you need to pay. And if you don't have that savings account, you're literally going to be screwed. So having multiple savings accounts will definitely help with that. And then also budgeting your money. And I actually want to talk about this app called Ibotta, which is a sponsor of this part of the video. So Ibotta is a mobile app which helps you earn cash back on your everyday purchases. You basically sign up, find offers from your favorite places, then purchase them at the store and take a picture of your receipt, and that gives you free cash. So you can basically get cash back for purchases that you make on an everyday basis. You know, you're already making them, but now you can also get cash back from them. We work with Amazon, Walmart, Target, Costco, Whole Foods, Best Buy, Sephora. So girl, if you're buying makeup, you can literally get money back from buying makeup, which is the best thing ever. So if you click the link in my description and download the app, you can get a sign-up bonus of $20. So yeah, make sure to go do that. I will have everything linked down below, and thank you Ibotta for sponsoring this part of the video. The next question I got is how to deal with razor bumps on your bikini area. I personally don't shave on my bikini area anymore. I actually get Brazilian waxes, or you can get a bikini wax. I just don't like shaving down there. It has never worked for me. I've always got razor bumps, scars, like, so as soon as I started getting Brazilian waxes, that made a huge difference for me. The first couple times it's going to be quite painful, but after a while you get used to it and the hair kind of grows back a lot thinner, and it's a lot less for me anyways. I still have to like make sure to exfoliate and stuff like that, and I actually have this like spray that helps with ingrown hairs because I still get them sometimes, but it's not nearly as bad as when I used to shave. So yeah, if you do want to still shave down there, I would suggest definitely making sure you exfoliate. Try and maybe find like a spray that helps for like ingrown hairs if you do get those, but if you can, get waxed. My mom said she'd disown me if I got plastic surgery. What's your opinion on it? I personally do not have any issues with plastic surgery as long as it's done in a healthy way. You know, some people are super insecure and they go overboard, and I think that's more of like a mental problem, and they, you know, feel the need to constantly keep getting surgeries to the point where it affects your health. But I feel like as long as you do it at a good surgeon and it's not a huge risk on your life and your health, there's literally nothing wrong with it. Like, I do not care if people get surgery done. And yeah, I personally definitely have considered getting surgery. Like, I've had filler in my face before, and I'm like, I really just don't care. Like, if my kid would be like, Mom, I want to get my boobs done, or I want to get this done, go ahead. Like, who the fuck cares? As long as it's done safely and at a good place and it's not a huge risk on your health and your life, and who cares, you know? And I mean, your mom's saying this now, but I honestly don't think she'd ever do that unless your mom's like, I mean, I don't know your mom, but I feel like most parents will say that just to kind of scare you. But if you are an adult, I don't know how old you are right now, but when you're an adult, or if you're an adult, you can make your own decisions. And if you don't live with your parents anymore, they literally cannot tell you what to do. So if you want to get surgery, baby, get it, you know? I want to come out to my parents as bisexual, but I'm so scared. This is really hard for me to answer because every person's situation is so different, and I can just sit here and tell you, just do it, you know, it's fine. But I don't know what your parents are like. I just hope that you end up having the courage to do it, and just know that I support you, and a lot of other people, like everyone watching this, supports you as well. And I'm sure your parents will be fine with it, and they will love you either way because you are their child, and it does not matter who you love. But yeah, just make sure that when you do tell them, you're completely ready and kind of practice what you're about to say. Make sure it's the right timing. Like, don't get them in like a stressful moment. You'll never know how they're going to react if you never tell them, and it's gonna feel like such a weight lifted off your shoulders when you do come out. So remember, for me, it was something that it took forever for me to even figure it out because I was so confused. And then when I did tell my mom, it was kind of like a relief. It's like I finally got it off my chest, and I felt like I was able to finally talk about it openly and not just on the internet where like no one from my real life kind of knew, if that makes sense. So yeah, good luck, and I'm proud of you. What's your opinion on jealousy in relationships? So I've personally never been in a relationship before, but I definitely feel like jealousy usually comes from either insecurity or just like not having trust in the other person. You know, maybe that person might have already done something which makes you not trust them anymore, or maybe you have been in relationships that, you know, you've been cheated on or whatever. I can kind of get where the jealousy comes from in that like situation, but I think it's really important to just talk about your concerns, talk about what makes you jealous, and I feel like to a certain point, like your partner can definitely kind of keep it in mind, you know, but it shouldn't be too controlling, as in like, let's say you don't want your boyfriend to talk to any girls, they can't have any female friends. Like, jealousy like that really is super toxic, and that shouldn't be a thing. But if you feel like your boyfriend is too flirty with girls or too friendly in a certain way, or he does a certain thing that you just makes you feel really insecure or something, that I feel like it's important to at least talk about it, communicate it, and then you guys can kind of figure it out yourself. But I mean, jealousy in general is very natural, but just don't go overboard. Like, I naturally definitely am jealous, but I usually don't show it. I kind of keep it to myself, and especially if it's like something little. Like, sometimes I do get jealous over little things, but I just wouldn't ever verbally say it because I know it sounds stupid. But if it's something like really big, like your boyfriend is like talking to this girl way too nicely, then it's definitely okay to say something about it, and it's okay to feel jealous because that is your man. And like, you know, as long as it's healthy and you communicate, then I don't think there's anything wrong with a little bit of jealousy, but don't make it controlling and like toxic. Thoughts on dating apps? Have you ever been on one before? So I've actually been on Tinder before, but that was only because I was bored, and that was like literally 2 years ago. I got Tinder Plus, and I put my location on LA and like places in the US because I just wanted to talk to people, and I just wanted to swipe on people, and I was just like really bored. I actually matched with some like celebrities, and like not celebrities, I would say just like influencers and like famous people on the internet. It was really funny, and just like talk on there and just like not be serious with anyone. But I wouldn't ever seriously get on the dating app to like meet someone, because I just don't think that's the place for me to meet someone. I don't necessarily think there's anything wrong with it, but I do think that it kind of, I don't know, it depends on the dating app as well. Like, I feel like Grindr, for instance, I feel like that's pretty, I've just heard very like scary stories about it, you know, a lot of gay men meeting up, and then, you know, one of them like gets killed or something. And the same thing happens with Tinder, you know, where a girl will maybe meet up with a guy, and, you know, he ends up killing her or like raping her and doing all this crazy shit. So I feel like it's a very unsafe way to like meet someone, but it also has definitely, I mean, brought people together that have amazing relationships. So it's very just like I don't know, mixed feelings about it. But I personally wouldn't be on there to find someone. Pros and cons of being single. Okay, so there's a lot of pros. Like, you're not attached to anything. You don't have to worry about another person. You can pretty much do your own thing, and it's really nice. Like, you literally just focus on yourself, and you can date whoever you want, you can talk to whoever you want, you can go wherever you want. I mean, you should be able to go wherever you want if you're in a relationship, but you know what I mean? Like, if you want to go out and you want to talk to people and dance with people, you can do that. I feel like the cons is mostly that it can get super lonely, and sometimes you really just like want that person in your life. In general, being single, like, it's literally really nice, but then just sometimes you're like, man, I feel a little lonely. Like, I would love to have someone to cuddle with right now or like watch a movie. Thoughts on one night stands? So I don't really care for them. Like, I think they're fine as long as you do it safely and you know who you're meeting up with, and you know, yeah, who cares? If you want to have a one-night stand, go ahead. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. If you want to have 10 one-night stands, go ahead and do it. I literally could not care less what other people are doing. Would I be able to have one? Yeah, probably, but I'm also very picky, so it wouldn't happen very fast, but it could totally happen. I don't really care. So that was the last question. I've been talking for 30 minutes and I'm getting really tired, so I'm gonna end it here. But hope you guys kind of enjoyed this video, and I hope you took some advice from this. I mean, I don't have that much experience in a lot of things. Like, I've never been in a relationship and stuff, but I feel like I still give pretty good advice. I try to anyways. Again, I'm so sorry about this lighting. It's literally so awful, but it's all I can do for now, and I hope you guys don't mind it. But yeah, that is it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to give it a thumbs up if you did, and of course subscribe. Also, make sure to turn on my post notifications so that you'll be notified every time I upload a video. If you want to keep up with my personal life, I will have my Instagram down below. I post on my story like every day, and then every now and then I post on my feed, so make sure to go check it out and follow me and DM me because I love talking to you. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.